And go ahead and call the roll, please.
Gene Orring.
Here.
Mike Kelly.
Here.
Mark Hill.
Here.
Mike McCarthy.
Here.
Belinda Young.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. We need approval for minutes from the last meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes as published.
And I need a second.
I'll second.
I can't vote because I wasn't here.
I wasn't either, so.
Yeah.
You got it? You ready?
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes.
Okay. The only case tonight, 19A4, petition of the City of East Peoria to amend Title 5, Chapter 9, Section 4, Title 5, Chapter 10, Section 2 of the East Peoria City Code for the purpose of allowing massage establishments as a special use in B3 Service District and M1 and M2 manufacturing districts. I assume that Ty is going to have the floor for a while.
That's correct.
Do I need to swear you in?
You may.
You raise your right hand, solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is a complement to the ordinance that was included in your packet, 4384. And so dealing with massage uses in the city of East Peoria. Historically, these have been relegated to an adult use requirement that pushed them into an M1 or M2 zoning. Given the changes that have happened in the marketplace for the last, I'd say at least a couple of decades, you have a lot of legitimate massage uses that are out there. Think of ones where they're tied in with a medical office. There's even a chain out there now that is nationally known. Massage Envy is one of them. There's others. So that there are a lot of opportunities for these to be in the marketplace and to be very legitimate, good businesses. And so the changes here are designed to reflect that change in the marketplace. The zoning piece that the board is considering tonight really speaks specifically to those that are not exempted. In Ordinance 4384, there are some when they're tied in with that medical use and some other exceptions, they are exempted. They don't have to go through this process. The process here is for those that don't fit into those categories. It makes them a special use. So they have to come before the zoning board and then ultimately the city council. The other stipulations include cannot be in the same building where alcoholic beverages are served, as well as they need to have a separation from each other of 1,000 feet. It's similar to what we do with some other types of business uses. Think of like cash stores where we have that physical separation between them so they don't necessarily compile all together. So that's basically, in a nutshell, the proposal tonight is to make them a special use.
Okay, I assume that these have been drawn up by the attorneys and are similar to area towns in Illinois here?
Yeah, you've seen this in other communities, and so it's not, we're not necessarily being a trailblazer here. We're kind of catching up with the times. But the city attorney's office did craft the proposed ordinance changes.
Okay. Anybody got questions? Belinda, start at your end.
I don't have any questions. Not at all.
Next, Michael?
No questions.
You said no?
No questions.
How about Mark?
No questions, Dino.
Oh, man, it's going to be easy tonight. Mike?
Is there anything in here as far as stipulation for like the physical size of the massage parlor? I mean, is there any restrictions or requirements as far as that is met in return? I was looking through and I didn't see anything on that.
With respect to the zoning changes, there are not. There is not a limitation on size. I think that the idea is that you would make it a very public process. The neighborhood would be notified, the neighbors immediately around the property, and then the zoning board and ultimately the city council could determine the appropriateness of the proposal. But typically, we don't see these taking very large spaces. You know, they're usually in sub 2,000 square foot spaces.
Okay, so I don't see anything in here. It says shall be located within 1,000 feet of another massage establishment. It doesn't say anything about as far as so much distance away from schools or anything like that, or is that necessary to have that requirement in there?
I think we can certainly consider it. The thought is by going through the special use process, that there'd be some flexibility there, that if there was a neighborhood concern, we could take a look at separation, but there is not a prescribed separation in here, at least in the zoning piece.
Because in some situations, there has been, correct? As far as so far away from schools?
Yeah, most of the time when we deal with liquor ordinance issues, there is a separation from certain types of uses.
Okay. Okay, that's all I can see as far as in my looking through the rules part.
All right. Seems
Thank
like-
you.
Like these, the ordinance changes are pretty well going to lock everything up and make it pretty tough, so. Do we need a voice vote on this, or
Yes, a voice vote would
hey,
suffice.
do we have a proposal?
Mr. Chairman, I propose that we recommend to council to move forward with this ordinance change.
I'll second that. Mike Kelly?
And call the roll when you're ready.
Okay, Dina Ori,
Yes.
Mike Kelly,
Yes.
Mark Hill,
Yes.
Mike McCarthy,
Yes.
Belinda Young,
Yes.
all voting in favor.
There's no further business?
Do you have any new business you want to discuss?
I do not.
Okay, then maybe a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right.
Like they've got all their ducks in a row.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Yeah, this is a new record.
No, we had some pretty short ones.
Well, I think we started at, what, 2 minutes after, and now
That's
it's
right.
8.